Good morning.
Good morning.
By definition, uniform means alike. It's also a set of clothing that is used by members of an organization. School uniforms can be used for identification purposes as well. Because if there is a child that is on the school campus and they're not in uniform, the administrators will know to go to that student and to ask them the purpose of them being on campus. Also, another example is your home furnishings. You know how your living room should be decorated, you know the color scheme, and you know the decor. If there is an item that does not belong, it immediately sticks out, and you know to take it out. Also, as a student, wouldn't you want the administrators to do all that they could to make sure that you're safe?
Yes.
And as a parent, wouldn't you want the administrators to do all that they could to make sure that your children are safe?
Yes.
I believe that school uniforms is a form of doing what they can to make sure that children are safe while they are in their care during the day. There was a survey done of 1,300 teenagers about school uniforms. 65% of the boys and 54% of the girls approved of school uniforms. School uniforms, they reduce the competitiveness among students concerning the possession and the wearing of designer fashions. It encourages an atmosphere of learning, and it discourages gang activity in the form of wearing gang colors. Now today, my hope is that I've given you a new perspective on school uniforms. Now, let's talk about one positive aspect of school uniforms. School uniforms, they reduce the competitiveness among students concerning the possession and the wearing of designer fashions. It stops jealousy, because when there is another student that has a new outfit that you want, it can spark jealousy. And by looking at the outside appearance, it never gives you the opportunity to know the person that's on the inside. Also, there's an argument that says that students don't want to wear the same thing as other students, which in fact, keeping up with the designer fashions and the new trends, students are wearing the same thing that the other students are wearing. I can give you an example. One of the trends that I know of is the wearing of mixed match colors. And when you look out and you see mainly teenagers, and they're wearing the mixed match colors or the different colors. And it could be a group of them or it can be just different ones. But they're still wearing the same thing because it's high fashion. That's the trend. But when you're going to school to learn. It also reduces parental expense because parents won't have to go out and just keep on buying clothes, because they will have that school uniform which is specifically for school. Whereas when you're going out and you're buying clothes, they're wearing those clothes to school. They're wearing them at home on the weekends. Whereas the school uniforms are specifically for school. That is their purpose, and that will be their use. And it also leaves time throughout the year to buy them more clothes for at home or on the weekends. And it's not so much of a stress or pressure to get them those new clothes right then and there. It also relieves students of the pressure of fitting in. You know, these days, a lot of kids, they're trying to fit in. They want to be liked. And some feel that they have to wear the latest fashions to be liked. But in all essence, it's what's on the inside that people should be able to look at and not what you're wearing. Now, let's look at another perspective of school uniforms. School uniforms, they encourage an atmosphere of learning. The former Bill Clinton was quoted as saying, "If it means that schoolrooms will be more orderly and more disciplined, and that young people will learn to evaluate themselves by what they are on the inside instead of what they're wearing on the outside, then our public schools should be able to require their students to wear uniforms." When you're at school and you're going throughout your day and you're meeting new people, Don't you want them to look at you for who you are and not for what you're wearing?
Yes. Yes.
School is also, it's for learning and it's for growth. It's not a fashion show. The main reason for you to go to school is to help you to learn new things and to get you prepared for the things that you're going to need later on in your life. Fewer distractions make for an increased opportunity for learning. And lastly, let's look at the final point. School uniforms, they discourage gang activity in the form of wearing gang colors. School uniforms have a pattern. It's navy blue pants or black pants, white collar shirt, maybe a tie, or maybe a polo shirt. There's no room for gang scarves, gang headbands, handkerchiefs. There's no room for that because it's set. This is what you wear to school. Your focus going to school is to learn, to make sure that you're getting everything that you need to get to. Because nowadays, children don't need no more stress on them than they already have concerning standardized tests. If you're distracted by what you're wearing, you're not giving your full attention to your studies. And it may, in fact, allow your grades to slip. And we all know that we need to do and we will do whatever it takes so that our children will not be distracted and that they can learn and then that can grow and go to their highest potential. And in conclusion, I hope that you were able to gain a new perspective on school uniforms today. School uniforms can help quell the pressure of trying to fit in. It also reduces the competitiveness among students to have the designer fashions or to even wear them. It encourages an atmosphere of learning so that they won't be distracted and nothing should take them away from their studies. It also discourages gang activity in the form of wearing gang colors. And remember, the more and the better opportunity that we give our children to learn, the more that they will excel and be all that they can be and go to their highest potential. Thank you.